Hello everybody, hope you're all doing well. In this video I'm talking about a Mercedes sacking statement as well as a major F1 announcement. So let's start with this F1 announcement, and it's to do with the calendar. Now there has been uncertainty over whether the Middle East races in Qatar and Abu Dhabi will go ahead at the end of this year, especially with it being confirmed that the Bahrain Grand Prix will not be held in Bahrain and instead Malaysia. And while now Formula One president Stefano Domenicali has given a crucial update on the F1 calendar, with him saying that he still wants the Qatar and Abu Dhabi Grand Prix to go ahead as planned, but if they can't, then the Formula One season will end in Europe. Domenicali said, as quoted by Crash.net, "For us today, the races in Qatar and Abu Dhabi are confirmed, but of course, if the situation will not be cleared the way that we believe it should be before the middle of September, we will take the decision. If this will not be possible, the end of the season will be in Europe, because we cannot go in other places." Now make sure to subscribe so you don't miss my Formula One content and are kept up to date with F1 news. I've just reached 56,000 subscribers and your support and lovely comments are incredible and it means so much to me. Thank you so much for it. So yeah, it looks like F1 will wait until the middle of September before making a decision. However, if it looks like F1 cannot go to the Middle East, then the finale will be held in Europe. And there have been rumours that it could potentially be Portimao or Imola, so it'll be interesting to see what happens. Now looking ahead to 2027, and there could also still be issues with travelling to the Middle East, so that could still have an impact on the Formula One calendar next year. But to whether there's a chance of this happening, F1 has been able to put plans in place to avoid disruption next year. And speaking about it, Domenicali went on to say, so far, the calendar that will be presented, let's say in autumn, will be as a sort of a normal plan. But in case the situation in the Middle East will not be solved, we have options. Different plan, and the trigger for that, of course, is at the end of the year. But let's move on to Mercedes, and overall, it's clear that they've had the fastest car so far in 2026, with them taking 8 Grand Prix victories out of 11 races. Now, given it was expected that this would happen, George Russell went to 2026 as the title favourite, given his experience. However, his more inexperienced teammate Kimi Antonelli is currently dominating the championship. Now, there's been no public rivalry between Antonelli and Russell. I mean, there were some on-track moments in Montreal, for example, but aside from that, everything has been calm. But intra-team tension is something that Mercedes has experienced before, when Lewis Hamilton and Nico Rosberg battled for the title from 2014 to 2016. However, it's clear Mercedes team boss Toto Wolff does not want a repeat of this and has issued a warning to his F1 drivers, insisting he'll remove one of them should a fierce rivalry emerge. When asked if he could see a repeat of Hamilton versus Rosberg years with its current lineup, Wolff told Racing News 365, "I will not allow it. That's never going to happen to me again. That's never going to happen to the team again. Simple. I'm just taking a driver out if he does that." So yeah, basically his current F1 drivers have to keep it cool, and while they can race each other hard, they've got to keep it clean, avoid contact, and keep tensions to a minimum on and off the track, because yeah, it's quite clear Wolff is not afraid to sack one of his drivers if a fierce rivalry emerges. But that's going to be the video from me. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and until the next one, take care. Bye.